Guys, deluded. Now I'm back again. Now, obviously, so apologies for just shaking the thing, guys. But obviously, we just saw for the neutrals a terrific game between. Well, we didn't just see it happen yesterday, but we saw a terrific game between Belgium and Brazil. And this World Cup, for many reasons, has been one to remember for young and old. We've seen terrific games. And I do believe that Martinez, we have to keep it real, people. In the same way I sat here and praised Southgate for his work with England, it'd be wrong not to praise Martinez for his work with Belgium. Now, again, like Southgate, for all the praise and all this stuff, at the end of the day, they haven't won World Cup. They haven't. If they don't win the World Cup, the praise is for nothing to a degree. Of course, I'm being a bit cynical there, so I don't want to go overboard and praise man for stuff and force it, but Martinez deserves praise. Firstly, low key, Belgium have been one of the most entertaining sides in this World Cup. Okay, cool. Tunisia, like England, you're expected to beat them sides. England, there was a bit of context between both sides, changing players and stuff, but they won that. Japan, they messed up and came back, had to come back from 2 goals down, but they did that. Brazil, you saw me on Twitter say it. Of course, I wanted Brazil to win. You saw me here say it in many vids. Belgium would win that because tactically, I had question marks over Tete versus Martinez, and you saw it. The counter attacks, like against Japan, like you saw in the Brazil game. As much as I wanted Brazil to win, I couldn't help but admire it. The way they do it at pace, you could see it happening. The pressing between the front three, the three at the back is three at the back, five at the back, however you want to look at it, but it turns into a back four at times. So the tactical approach, man, getting the best out of Lukaku and Hazard and De Bruyne in that game. Again, I don't want to go overboard, but he deserves praise for it, especially when you consider that a couple of them players questioned him tactically, maybe not directly, but sorry guys, you remember what's his face, Kevin basically sneaked this in. So I credit him. Not even just the attacking players and the players that write the headlines. The way the compact midfield stayed. Witzel and Fellaini with the performances of Neymar in the second half to a degree. Definitely Hazard, Kevin in the second half. Marcelo down the left hand side. It will get lost in Fellaini and Witzel, but they put a lot of dog-eared work. Even Lukaku's performance will get lost because there was, from a fantastic neutral perspective, there was a lot of good performers out there. But Fellaini and Witzel, the dog work they did in midfield, winning balls, snapping at heels, tactical fouls, just being awkward for Brazil. They put in a shift and their performance is up there with Hazard. I know Hazard's going to get the headlines because of his silky control, dribbling, body balance, and it was a terrific game from Eden as well. But I have to hail up everybody, man. I have to hail the players for clearly they went through a couple of days or whatever working tactically. So I have to credit the players for ultimately going out there and implementing what Martinez wanted to do. I have to rate Martinez because I've seen Belgium play a couple different ways. I've seen him react. I've seen him tactically outsmart a nation like Brazil. So I can't not praise him for that. The main thing that I liked is the counter attacks, man. The way they look assured of themselves. And Martinez's reputation is a bit on the line. There's no in between with Martinez. Well, I'm in between. I do believe people gassed him a bit, and you saw him ultimately fail at Everton. But he's nowhere near as bad as people make him out to be. I mean, obviously you saw him beat Manchester City in the FA Cup. He's doing his thing with Belgium. Who knows? Henry might be the manager. But yeah, and doing his thing with Belgium, did his thing with Swansea. So he's a decent manager, and allegedly Spain want him to take over the job from who was it, Lotegi, technically. So yeah, man. While it's not all plain sailing, and there were incidences in that game, for example, where Belgium had to withstand pressure. They were under the cosh. Like I said, from a neutral point of view, it was a great game because initially I was supporting Brazil. Clearly, I actually was nervous. Belgium looked like they were on crud. Then Brazil took over. It was a game of, I'd say, 90 minutes. Every 10 minutes or so, the game turned over, and the other team had the benefit because Brazil had many chances which they should have scored. I remember in the first half, Silva, many fell to Paulinho. Many of them chances were falling to people, and Brazil didn't take their chances, and Belgium did. Cross set pieces. I told you it was an own goal, but I told you Brazil have problems with set pieces. They put in a set piece and they scored. It was a lovely assist from Coutinho for Brazil's goal as well. Lovely run from Augusto. Yeah, like I said, it was a good game. I'm not here to review that game. Obviously, the wounds are still there, but it was a fantastic game. I saw so many good performers. I saw Lukaku, saw Neymar in the second half. Marcelo was Brazil's best player in my opinion. Coutinho in patches. Kevin, I do believe his performance is getting gassed a bit, but he put in a shift. Hazard, Lukaku for sure was one of the best players, as was Fellaini. The centre halves did their thing. Courtois didn't have, I don't say he, I'll be false if I said him, but he made a couple of good saves. Douglas Costa did more than Williams done all tournament, if that's unfair to Williams, because there's a game he scored an assist, I'm sure. But You saw what I'm saying? It was a fantastic game for the neutrals. Neymar created 7 chances in that second half. I think only Ozil's in a single game's created that. So it was a fantastic game for the neutrals, and it shows you. It was a tactical battle. It shows you if you get your tactics right. For me, it shows you if you take your chances, what happens. Because when you saw Paulinho missing sitters and that, not to dig anyone else out, because there was many of them, Belgium took their chances. It was a terrific strike from Kevin. I mean, I do think Alisson could have done better for both of the goals, but I'm not going to blame him for either of them. But it is what it is, man. It was a fantastic game from the neutrals, and I thought this, like, I can't not make a vid and not praise Martinez, because, like, yeah, man, that's a nation of, we know for years there's that crop of Belgian players. People have been saying they can do this, they can do that, and 2014 or so they flattered to deceive. Like I told you lot in my preview about Belgium, many of them players are go-to men for their clubs, so they have to cherish responsibility. Whether you're Carrasco previously at Atletico, whether you're Lukaku at United, whether you're Kevin at City, whether you're Toby and Jan Vertonghen at Spurs, Company historically at City, these are go-to men for their side, so they need to stand up to be counted, and we're seeing that. So I couldn't not speak about that. And again, no one's in the final yet, so we'll see where it's going. I mean, England, we've got to bring it home today. We've got to beat Switzerland and get there. But it's a fantastic World Cup, man. And I mean, it's going to another European nation. But between the likes of Belgium, France, whoever else is still in it, it's a fantastic World Cup, and I can't not praise it enough. But in short, credit to Martinez, credit to Belgium, man. It was a fantastic game. Brazil, I must admit, in regards to Tete, between not starting Costa, between still persisting with Paulinho, between Fagner, I don't think he's the man for the job, but he's done enough to keep his job. I mean, one defeat in around 26 games. Yes, it's to Belgium and we're out, but at the same logic, didn't take our chances, should have had a penalty. And yeah, while I don't really believe in the manager to a degree, it is what it is, man. Hopefully England bring it home and restore some pride. If England go out, all of us have to unite and support France for our agendas. And yeah, man, I guess Africa have the best nation, have the best nation still in the World Cup in France. But yeah, guys, deluded. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Bang.